What's up everyone, it's Marvel coming at you guys with a brand new video. So today we're going to be reviewing the Adapt 11s. They finally came in the mail.
I'm gonna have timestamps throughout the video so you can skip where you'd like. We're gonna be reviewing the box, shoe details on feet. Is it worth the $500? Without further ado though, let's get started on the box.
Alright, so the Jordan Adapt 11 is going to come in a mostly black box, and it's going to have a Jumpman logo with silver in the middle, and then on the top left it's going to say Jordan Adapt, the second line version 1.0. I kind of wonder what 2.0 is going to look like, and even 3.0 if this is already advanced. And then year 2020, we're in 2021, so we could say this is outdated right now. So I'm not sure if you guys see, but there's actually two circles over here. I'm pretty sure it wasn't intentional. It's very ashy too. It's kind of disappointing, you know, when you pay $500 to even see that. They do have these two circles over here,
which looks like what they were trying to do in the front, but it does resemble the charging pad. If we look at this part of the box,
it's gonna have the content on the top right. So pretty much inside the box, it's gonna have the obviously the Adapt 11s. It's gonna have the charger, the adapter, USB cable.
If we look at the lower left,
it's gonna have the QR code. I actually ended up scanning the QR code and it did not work, unfortunately. It actually took me to Google search. So on this side of the box, it's gonna say made in China. That means this shit is fake. Now I got these off the sneakers app, Nike. I didn't get the shock drop, unfortunately, but I'm happy enough to pick it up in the original release. And then the top left is gonna have the trademark. Over here is gonna have the sizing. I'm normally at 8.5. It's gonna say Jordan 11 Adapt US, and then the colorway is gonna say white multicolor. So without further ado, let's open up the box real quick. So as soon as we open the box, it's gonna have the set of instructions over here. I tried following it. So step number one is to download the app. When I scanned that QR code, it actually took me to the Nike webpage that has a list of the future releases. So if you do want to download the app though, it's gonna be on the app stores. It's gonna be called the Adapt app. The second and third steps pretty much just tells you how the plus is to tighten the shoe and the minus is to loosen the shoe. The fourth one is going to be the charging mat. It's pretty much going to give you, you know, idea of how you charge it. You could just put the shoe on top, but you do have to charge the charging mat though. So another thing that it comes with, you know, as we mentioned on the bottom of the box, the contents. So it's going to come with your adapter and USB cable. So this is the adapter right here, USB cable. And one thing that stands out is the iridescent paper, you know, which is pretty cool to have. Another thing that it comes with is this little paper. Pretty much if the 11s ever like break or something ever happens to them, don't try to fix it yourself. If you look at the US rules, you know, if it gets damaged, please contact Nike, and it's gonna have this Nike support page. If you don't want to contact them though, it's going to give you some instructions on how to troubleshoot. You see for iPhone, you reboot your iPhone and see if it fixes. For this, if you want to reboot them, you got to power off the shoe by pressing both the buttons for at least 2 seconds, and then power it on and then charge the shoe for at least half an hour. If that doesn't work, then you have to contact Nike. So the charging pad should be somewhere down here. The charging pad is actually gonna be in here. It looks pretty uncomfortable to take this out. Oh, there we go. Alright, so this is how we do it. This is the charging pad that it comes with. Alright guys, so right now we're gonna get into the detailing part of the shoe. As you guys can see, the shoe is mostly white. And it has bits of black and infrared. So one thing that this shoe reminds me of is the Tuxedo 11s. The reasoning is just because the Tuxedo 11s, the bottom half was completely white and then the upper was black. This one, the upper isn't fully black, but is, you know, It's mostly black in the middle, and then it kind of resembles. So
the side is filled with clear mesh. That's pretty much in grids,
which covers the strings using black strips, which is pretty interesting. We have white patent leather, and then on the midsole we have the plus and the minus button. So the plus button tightens the shoe and the minus button loosens it. So let's actually see it in action, just so you guys get to see it. So plus, watch. Wow. So damn, I did not expect it to tighten that much, to be honest, but that's how the technology works. So let's actually unloosen it. Alright, let's unloosen it more. Let's see if it goes more. You can loosen it like that, or you could pull it yourself. I'm not sure if this would damage the system, so I strongly would not recommend it. But that's pretty much the Adapt technology. So if you look at the lace locks, there's only 3 spots where the lace locks are, where the strings are attached, and if you count, there should be 6 lace locks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but only 1, 2, and 3. Only 3 are being used. So I guess the other ones are just for show. Another thing that I actually noticed, so on the patent leather, it's so skinny compared to all the other ones coming out now. If I ring my Jubilees, so look how thick the patent leather is over here, and I'm gonna bring these back. So these are way skinnier in my opinion. Let me take those Jubilees out the way. So another thing that I did notice, they did not use carbon fiber. They actually used kind of like a rubber material. If you look at the outsole, it has a clear translucent outsole, the icy sole. Me, I'm not a fan of icy soles just because I feel like they get dirty too quick. They get yellow. But there's sole protectors. I'll actually leave those in my description. If you actually pick these 11s up, I highly recommend you to have the sole protector to keep the shoes fresh. And last but not least, it has the red rubber traction pads. And I feel like as you walk, you see how the shoe goes like that. It kind of gives it a pop of infrared. It gives it some colors, so it's not just a white and black shoe. Alright, so the grand question of the day, are these worth the $500? So in my opinion, they are not.
11s are normally $220 and these are $500. The retail for these is actually a resale value, and to be honest, self-lacing isn't a necessary feature to spend the extra double the price. Although these aren't your average 11s, with these being a 1.0, they're gonna start putting Adapt in all the other Jordans, and it's gonna start becoming more mainstream. Not sure if you guys saw, but with the Adapt BB ones, they were $700 something, and then once the 2s came out, every colorway was $300 and something, and they're actually sitting on footlocker.com right now. And I feel like that's gonna happen with the Jordans. Every Jordan is gonna start having them, but it's not gonna be $500. It might be, I want to say like 300, 350 around there, and But if the price point doesn't bother you, then I would say go for it. It's a nice shoe to collect, to stunt, to flex with. Make sure you genuinely like the shoe before you drop all that money. But in my opinion, if you do get it, wherever you go, you'll definitely be catching some eyes.
Alright, so that wraps up the video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. The goal for this year is to at least reach 1,000 subscribers. I know it's a really low goal, but there's a lot of people starting up their YouTube channel. The competition is high, so please like and comment. Thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has an amazing day. Peace.